Forests are the lungs of the world, while forestry is its heart. And we, the students of forestry, were fortunate enough to live and experience its beats. All credits to the FOWE program, introduced as per the suggestions of the 5th Dean Committee, Indian Council of Agriculture Research, as part of the Student Ready program with a view to have hands-on exposure and forest work experience to enhance the quality and capability of the students. Students of Final Year B.Sc Forestry were attached to Honnavar Forest Division for a period of 21 days as part of the FOWE program. Students were given opportunity to involve in various field and off-field activities, from the tender seedling nurseries to the century-old plantations, from the evergreen forests of the Ghats to the coastal shores of Arabian Sea. We traversed, witnessed, learnt, experienced and lived the various annals of forestry we had studied for 4 long years in the span of 21 days. It was an energetic, jam-packed 3 weeks of constant knowledge assimilation combined hand in hand with a whole lot of adventure, enjoyment and amusement. We thank the Honnavar Forest Division of Karnataka Forest Department, our respected Dean Dr. S.K. Gali and FOWE Co-Coordinator Dr. Ramesh S. Rathod for giving us this wonderful opportunity. All is well when it begins well. Nurseries are the backbone of any successful plantation. Honnavar Division has 9 nurseries. We were divided into 3 groups and attached to nurseries of Gersoppa, Katgal and Venkatapur. We were exposed to the various operations of nurseries such as bed preparation, pot mixture preparation, polybag filling, weeding, transplanting, shifting and grading. Canes, also called the climbing palms, are a wonder timber. Famed for their flexibility and ease of working, these piney climbers are on huge market demand. Honnavar is having the 2nd highest cane plantations in Karnataka with a dedicated cane nursery in Gersoppa. We visited various cane plantations raised by KFD, learned the extraction methods, listed their compositions and classification classes based on diameter, and finally the processes of transporting, compiling and stacking for marketing. Murdeshwar, being one of the prime destinations among tourists owing to its rich cultural heritage, surprisingly lacked a public leisure park or recreational spot. So the Forest Department converted a local dump yard into a tree park. We assisted the officials in planning and layout of the park, involved ourselves in some of the tree park construction activities such as soil working, pitting, leveling and planting. We also had an opportunity to witness an experimental tree transplanting program. Three fig trees to be axed under road extension work were chosen. Though the process did make a few damages to the tree, it was worth an effort to save them. The place chosen to transplant was the tree park of Murdeshwar. We also named them as Punarabhava. With all our might, we made sure the trees stood vertically firm on the ground. India has a coastline of 7,500 kilometers, of which Honnavar occupies a unique space of its own. Sea turtles. These mesmerizing archaic creatures of the deep oceans are a rare visitors to the coast. But when they do, they have a purpose. Olive ridleys visit the Indian coast every year, traversing hundreds of kilometers through the open ocean with one agenda: to lay eggs and ensure the continuity of the species. The Forest Department collects these eggs from various locations of the coast and places them in a hatchery where they are protected ex situ. The department has been doing this for 30 years and have released more than 40,000 hatchlings. These hatchlings, after 15 long years, return back to the same coast to lay eggs. We were fortunate enough to have released this year's hatchlings. Freshwater swamps. These unique ecosystems of the Western Ghats are one of its kind. They are the lifeline of the lush green evergreen forest. They act as an ecological sponge holding gallons of water and maintain the stability of the perennial streams. The vegetation, largely dominated by Meristica species, shows their adaptations in the forms of stilt roots, knee roots, and lenticels. These areas have a bustling diversity of flora, fauna, and mycota. We were taken to the swamps where we intricately observed the ecosystem, checklisted the species, inquired the adaptations, and discussed and debated the various threats looming around their survival. Illegal girdling of the grown trees, followed by encroachments by areca plantations, are a major threat facing these vital ecosystems. Holding the coastal estuarine ecosystem intact for millions of years are the mangroves. With their unique adaptabilities such as pneumatophoric roots, knee roots, and viviparal reproduction, these floating forests are a blessing to the coastal sustenance. They serve as nurseries to numerous species of fishes and crustaceans and are a backbone of coastal economy. We were taken to these marshy islands by boats and were engaged in a forestation program. Mangrove afforestation, taken up by the Forest Department since 1990s, since then, vast swaths of barren silt deposits have been converted into green pearls. With our legs knee-deep in the mud puddles and with 12,000 propagules as target of planting, we made sure we completed the work with assistance of departmental workers and officials. Tourism that involves traveling to relatively undisturbed and natural areas with a specific objective of studying, admiring, and enjoying nature is called ecotourism. Using the pristine beaches as a unique selling point, Honnavar Forest Department has developed ecotourist spots at Home Beach, Apsarpura, Yana, Bellangi, Idagunji, Kasargod, and Nushikode. All these spots are managed by VFCs with the assistance of KFO.
Take a step, take a leap into the other side. You don't see, run away. Let your heart beat in time into the rhythm that you desire.